thoroughly deserved champions. They have just got on a real roll in the last 5 games, and they deserve everything they get. What a performance under huge pressure, 58 for 5, and then they just stood up. It was Rajapaksha along with Hasaranga, and they got through to 170. A stunning performance, and well done to those gentlemen there.
The first time Sri Lanka have defended a score this year. It will mean a lot. The confidence, the joy. Think about everyone at home, back in Sri Lanka through the hard times. These lads have given them something to smile.
They certainly have. Those smiles tell a story. Pakistan, 54 for 8 is what they lost at the back end of that game. And that is because of the pressure that those gentlemen put on them. That is the 6th title for Sri Lanka. Disappointment for Pakistan, you can see that, and quite rightly. They have played good cricket up to the last 2 games, but they were comprehensively outclassed from about the 8th over in that first innings. Since then, it's been all Sri Lanka.
Yeah, they fought back. Gets that through. Varies his length well. He's got a good slow ball, Karunaratne. He wouldn't mind if he doesn't even pick up that wicket.
So coming back to the opening partnership of Pakistan, you said yesterday, like today, in the first 10 overs, the intent wasn't there. But I suppose if they want to do well in the World Cup, that intent has to be there. Win or lose, there should be an intent. I'm all for the plan, but you can't expect to win a game if you get 14 first 6 over 38.
We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. 4 balls to go before Sri Lanka start celebrating a famous win here.
And quite rightly, they should. You pointed out that they've had 5, 6, 7 different players stand up at various stages and win them games, and that's what does win you tournaments. The #1 player in the world coming into this tournament as a batsman, Babar Azam, has not fronted. He has not scored a run, and that's going to hurt. Puts real pressure on the other 2.
Yeah, the top order, the main players, other than for Rizwan, got runs but not quickly. The other 2 have failed. And look at the amount of wickets in the final 5 overs. The required rate was pushed up, and hence a lot harder. The timeline indicates when Sri Lanka really put the foot on the neck of the Pakistan batting lineup. Sri Lanka's 58 for 5 is the worst start for any team that has gone on to win a game, win a final. I'm pretty sure they will from here with 2 balls remaining.
Right to Sri Lankan team. Unbelievable performance. When they came in the Asia Cup, nobody took their name that they will win. They went under radar, played a couple of very good games, got their confidence back, got their combination right, and of course they have got two best spinners in this format in the world.
They really haven't gone on to win a game setting a score. 135 was the average score. They put that right. Fielder getting underneath it, but we'll watch it go over.
The incredible thing is, the new Asian Cup champions, Sri Lanka, will have to qualify for the World Cup. So they've got Namibia in their first game. You would think they would get automatic entry after this performance.
Well, it goes back quite a while. Sri Lanka haven't had a good time of it. That's why it's important. That's why these performances here stand out. Last ball from Karunaratne. Bowled him. He cleans him up. Sri Lanka celebrate. They've gone on to defend 170. 5 wins on the trot, which Sri Lankans haven't seen in a long, long time. What a tremendous performance. Dasun Shanaka, the captain. Captain marvellous. Didn't have many players to work with, but look at what they've ended up with. This is outstanding from Sri Lanka.
Yeah, congratulations to Sri Lanka. Thoroughly deserved champions. They have just got on a real roll in the last 5 games, and they deserve everything they get. What a performance under huge pressure, 58 for 5, and then they just stood up. It was Rajapaksha along with Hasaranga, and they got through to 170. A stunning performance, and well done to those gentlemen there.
The first time Sri Lanka have defended a score this year. It will mean a lot. The confidence, the joy. Think about everyone at home, back in Sri Lanka through the hard times. These lads have given them something to smile.
They certainly have. Those smiles tell a story. Pakistan, 54 for 8 is what they lost at the back end of that game. And that is because of the pressure that those gentlemen put on them. That is the 6th title for Sri Lanka. Disappointment for Pakistan, you can see that, and quite rightly. They have played good cricket up to the last 2 games, but they were comprehensively outclassed from about the 8th over in that first innings. Since then, it's been all Sri Lanka.
Yeah, they fought back. Pakistan hit them hard, but Sri Lanka have answers. They're finding answers from different situations, and that will only serve Sri Lankan cricket and world cricket well.
And congratulations too to Chris Silverwood and the coaching staff. They have worked really hard to turn this around, and they have. You know, they're into the qualifying stages of the World Cup, but with this confidence and this form, that should be a formality. And then look out the rest of the world, because this Sri Lankan side have a lot of character about them. They look a real team. They're playing as one group, and they deserve all the success they get, because just so many match winners in this team.
Tremendous story. Dasun Shanaka. Well, not much with the bat today, but the way he's led this team, the way he's handled situations, didn't have too much or many resources to rely on. But he goes back home and looking forward to that World Cup in a different frame of mind. It's all about the feel-good factor, getting a few wins behind you, and then all of a sudden 60%, 70% of your problems disappear.
Yeah, finals and big games are all about your big players turning up, and Hasaranga certainly did that. Rajapaksha, the 2 main protagonists, if you like. And then, of course, the youngster, Marushan, picking up those 2 huge wickets. Firstly, Baba Azam, and then Fakhar Zaman in 2 deliveries. Just put Pakistan on the back foot.
But a word on the tournament, it's been a fabulous one. Well put together. We've seen some very good cricket. And if you didn't play well, you were not winning any games here. That's what it was. It's been a great preparation if you're talking of the World Cup for all these teams. And amazing, the crowds. Everything's been brilliant.
That's the winning moment. Beautiful Yorker. And the coach celebrating. And it's been a tough 12 months for him, stepping away from England and coming in, but just turning this around. There's a lot of talent in this Sri Lankan squad. And as I say, they deserve this success. They have been simply brilliant in the last 10 days or so. And we have a thoroughly deserved champion.
They've been enjoyable to watch, whether it be with the bat, ball, or trying to catch a ball. The energy, the passion. They have a few heroes. Hasaranga, one of them, he stands up. And the youngsters, they are exciting. Really, really good times for Sri Lanka. As I mentioned before, for the people back home, they've also won the netball championship today, which is again another reason for them to be joyous, especially at this time. It started with Australia coming to Sri Lanka, where a lot of work was done in those hard times to get them to come over. So Sri Lanka cricket should take some responsibility, should take some credit really for making all that happen. Good cricket was played, they kept improving. And here, a flawless performance, you'd have to say, in the final. Yes, 5 for 58, but that was good Pakistani bowling.
Yeah, it was, and just can't speak highly enough of this group. Love what I've seen from Hasaranga and the energy he brings. Rajapaksha, that man there with the clean striking. He has to be one of the cleanest strikers of a cricket ball in the world. That six to finish off the last delivery just really sent the Sri Lankan side in with some momentum. But it has been a victory for Sri Lanka, deserved champions by 23 runs. Nobody with a Sri Lankan flag has left. They are standing here, savouring the moment, celebrating the champions out on the field. Let's go downstairs to Sanjay Manjrekar.
And boy, they look like champions. What a performance, you guys. Well done. What's the feeling? Chamika, you go ahead first.
I feel so good because we're winning after 7 years, and 1.5 years ago we was like nowhere, and now we are a different team, different youngsters. I feel so good.
Dhananjay, you didn't play all the matches in the tournament, but you were very smart to pick the matches that mattered in the end.
Yeah, I was ready. I was practicing well, and I was ready for the any game I'm winning. So yeah, I was ready for the finals and the last game.
So you lost the toss, and considering how the tournament is gone, it seemed like a big setback. To come back and win in this fashion in the final. Tell us something about that.
That's what even in the dressing room, in the coach and the staff was. That's what they said. Don't worry, whatever happens, we can do it. Believe in yourself and just go and show your attitude and just play a normal game. Whatever happens, whatever happens in the result, and we're just going to fight and we are just going to show ourselves. That's what.
Come on, Dhananjay, tell us why Sri Lanka are the champions and what did they do better than all the other teams in the Asia Cup?
Nothing new. Like we were sticking our plans. We doing our plans well. We are sticking to them, and we were like planning all the teams out. So yeah, that's the thing. I think we had a good chat with the coaches and the players. Yeah, that's it.
A lot of hard work. A lot of hard work because dedication, and the players was like pushing the limits, and that's especially we have to say that because the boys was excellent. Even after the first lose, like the first match, everyone was coming and they're pushing themselves and going to gym. They're pushing themselves every time, and so happy about it.
Well done, and so proud of you guys. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Right, we've got an array of Sri Lankan players, so very lucky in that regard. Kushal, your contribution with the bat consistently, at the top, getting those runs.
Yeah, I am very happy and getting the runs in my. I hope a team want to more runs to me. I got big runs to me and Pathum got partnership in last 2 matches.
Well, he's completely transitioned himself. He's a prolific test run getter. You're top of the order. He led the way in most games, didn't he?
He absolutely did, yeah. He set the tone of the top for us, which is what we challenged him to do, and he's done it absolutely beautifully. And the great thing is, at any given point, everybody's put their hands up at some point, but certainly you've led really well from the top, so well done.
But Chris, I've got to ask you, coming into this tournament, the track record wasn't good, and people are looking at that and saying, how good is Sri Lanka as a T20 team? And in the end, coming up with these kind of performances, winning the tournament, the big night tonight, what do you think happened differently here?
Well, I always had confidence that the talent was there within the team. We just had to give a method, really, and that's exactly what they've done. We've put a couple of plans in place. They've worked very hard, and the results are starting to show now, and I think we can go from strength to strength. And it's one of the reasons why we were able to set tonight and defend, is because actually the plan is there and we were able to follow it.
And Kushal, it's not just about winning. You guys look good as well when you're winning, because the display that you put up is thrilling to watch.
Yeah, then a little bit earlier got 2 wickets down, 3 wickets. Then Bhanuka going to the Emerson inning and support Vanithu Asaranga also. Then I think very good partnership in the middle order. I think good game is today. Thank you.
So final comment on, I know it's a tough one to do. Pick out on a couple of players you thought, who just excelled themselves in this tournament.
Well, I think we've spoken to one already who showed what he can do at the top. And one of the shining lights for me was Dilshan coming through, the young left armour. We came here with a very young seam attack, and at any given point, again, they've all put their hands up. So to see the young seamers perform as they did was superb, and obviously the older heads have stuck their hands up as well. So I think it's probably not right to pick one person out. I think it was a team effort, and that's what's been so good about this for me, is the fact that the whole team have performed.
Yeah, what is fascinating, you seem very simple, low-profile guys, but you explode on the field where it matters. So congratulations and enjoy those moments.
Yeah,
You know,
thank
this
you.
is a great
Thank you very
night.
much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, the coach, Chris Silverwood, mentioned it there. It was a team effort. Let's go back down to Sanjay Mandrake.
Right, we've got Mohammad Rizwan here. Well, you played well through the tournament, लेकिन फाइनल में एक बड़ी चीज हुई थी, टॉस जीते थे आप, तो चांसेस काफी अच्छे बन गए थे तब।
सबसे पहले अगर मेरे ख्याल से अगर कोई चैंपियन टीम टॉस को देखती है तो चैंपियन के लायक नहीं होती। उन लोगों ने यही किया, वो टॉस हम जीते मगर वो चैंपियन की तरह वो खेले, डिजर्व करते थे क्योंकि हमसे मिस्टेक हुई है, उन मिस्टेक का उन लोगों ने फायदा लिया है। तो मेरे ख्याल से श्रीलंका की टीम डिजर्व करती थी, जिस तरह उन लोगों ने मोमेंटम पकड़ा है, 58 पे 5 थे, उसके बाद मोमेंटम पकड़ा है, सारा कुछ अपने हाथ में ले गए, फिर आते ही हमें हर लियोन प्रेशर में डाला, तो मेरे ख्याल से वो डिजर्व करते चैंपियन बनने के।
आप काफी सीनियर प्लेयर है इस साइड के, तो पहले 10 ओवर में 67 for 5 स्कोर था, उसके बाद करीबन 103 रन बन गए अगले 10 ओवर में और 1 विकेट ही गया। तो आपका क्या रिव्यू है उस परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में?
देखिए जी, जैसे मैंने कहा है कि हमसे मिस्टेक्स तो हुई है, हम इंसान हैं, गलतियां हमसे होती है, हमारी टीम भी तगड़ी खेली हमने थ्रू आउट द टूर्नामेंट, मगर ये एक मैच था जहां पे हमसे एक मोमेंटम था जो श्रीलंका एंड में ले गया, और मेरे ख्याल से T20 में अगर एंड का मोमेंटम जिसके हाथ में जाते तो वहां से स्टार्ट जो है ना उनको मोमेंटम मिलता है, सेम उनके साथ ये हुआ है, एंड में बैटिंग में मोमेंटम ले लिया, बॉलिंग में आती मोमेंटम हमने दे दिया है, तो दोनों मोमेंटम जहां से पकड़ने के थे मैच के वो हमने दे दिए, तो वो लोग अच्छे खेले, मेरे ख्याल से डिजर्व करते थे इस हालत से।
हार्ड लगा आज की रात के लिए, लेकिन टूर्नामेंट में आपकी बहुत बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस रही, उसके लिए कांग्रेचुलेशन।
थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू।
Champions, all right, are Sri Lanka. That's their 6th Asia Cup title, and it was a deserved one. They were just so good with the ball in hand, backed up in the field. All their catching in the outfield was a real clinic on how to back up those bowlers and support them. And they defended that score of 170 for 6. And that top order in particular struggled. Even Mohammad Rizwan, 55 of 49 deliveries, uncharacteristic for him. Iftika, just over a runner ball as well. No bowler at all, other than the very first over, was a struggle, and they just throttled the life out of Pakistan. It was a brilliant performance.
Yeah, they all stood up. Dilshan Madhushankar, clumsy first over, but came back into it. He showed what he's made of. Tikshana, 1 for 25. Anindu Hasaranga, 3 for 27. They've all contributed. But Pramod Madhushan, what a find. 4 for 34. They've all done a wonderful job. The last time Sri Lanka won a tournament which involved more than 4 teams was in 2014, the T20 World Cup.
All those wickets falling. 54 runs, 8 wickets for Pakistan. They could not up the rate whenever they wanted to, and it was a pretty comfortable win for Sri Lanka in the end. 23 runs, the margin of victory, and Sri Lanka 170 for 6, plays 147, and the Asian Cup champions. Let's now take a break, come back with the post-match presentation.